My ex-girlfriend of almost 3 years is sleeping with the guy she told me not to worry about 1 week after we broke up. She was my first love, first everything. When I met her, she was hurting herself. I did everything I could to help her. Twice I had to call the police because she was going to kill herself. She was controlling. She removed any relationship with a female I had. I let her. I paid tens of thousands of dollars in medical bills to help her with her suicidal thoughts. Most of the inheritance I got from my grandfather. We were only 18, but I took her into my home, got her eating again, did everything in my power to make her happy, from surprise trips to Disneyland to expensive jewelry. Hell, I even bought her an entirely new wardrobe because she didn't want to go home. I built a home with her, only teenagers, but people who I thought felt the same way about each other, from the nicest stores she could find, too. I stopped going to school to take care of her because she needed someone to be with her. I threw away years of extremely expensive schooling, a GPA I worked hard for, and my chances at a good college because I thought she was all I'd need and things would work out. And what do I get? Physical abuse, screaming at me, and controlling behavior, every form of toxicity imaginable. She lied to my face. She called her ex after a fight and lied to me about it, and when I asked her why, she said her friends said it was better. And even after moving past that, she still stayed friends with those people. But I thought she loved me, and I thought she wanted to change. She said it enough, anyways. I thought that even though she treated me this way, she at least was loyal. She would never hurt me. She only wanted me. We were toxic, and I wasn't as bad, but I know I wasn't perfect. I would be resentful. I would be cold to her when I felt she wasn't sorry. I started to yell back. I felt our relationship corrupting me, so I tried to end things. I was weak, though. She was my everything. I gave up so much for her. So we began a cycle of toxicity, never truly breaking up, also promising to be exclusive, but relying on each other for the love we never got. After nearly 3 years, I got tired of loving harder, of putting in more, of constant disappointment, catching her in a lie or her blowing up at me. I put work into myself, and I was able to break things off. I knew it was what's best for both of us. I didn't deserve abuse. She didn't deserve someone who resented her. I told her this. I felt we were finally communicating. I wish her well. I sent her money. I got her a job at a fantastic school where she could work with kindergartners, her dream job. Yesterday, a month later, she comes to my house, knowing I was struggling. She says she cares about me, that she doesn't want to hurt me. And when I ask her if she was ever texting or seeing anyone else, she lies to my face. I kept asking too, because I can sometimes tell when she lies. And she had the nerve to get upset at me for it, as if I owe her my trust. She convinces me that I am being crazy and we sleep together. She tells me she is going to come over again and doesn't. And I joke, saying, better not be on a date. Little do I know she's literally sleeping with the guy at her work she told me was just friendly to her. The guy she promised to set boundaries with. The guy she reassured me a dozen times was just friendly. It was just his personality. And only 1 week after we stopped talking. 1 week after she reassured me, should could never replace me, that I was all she was thinking about. And after I get her to admit it, she still lies, hiding more and more details I have to pull out of her. I passed out. I thought I was dreaming. I prayed I was dying and this was all one horrible hallucination. But I wasn't. She just stared at me on the floor, crying not because she was sorry, but because I found out. Ending things permanently with her was the hardest thing I've ever had to do. I told my friends I can't even find other girls attractive anymore, that I don't think I could even date for a decade. She was all I thought about, all I focused on, everything I wanted at life. And she didn't even want to keep her legs closed for a week. I meant that little to her. All those promises, those memories, the devotion. It was all one big lie. Years wasted, opportunities squandered, just for her to run to the one person who had hurt me the most. I'm disgusted. I'm angry with myself. I let this happen. I should have been stronger. I should have told her to leave when she showed up outside my window. But I didn't. I knew she was bad for me. I knew she didn't love me the same way I loved her, and I let this happen anyways. My parents didn't like her. My friends told me I was being stupid. I did this to myself. Maybe it's only been a day, but I don't know if I'll ever love again. I don't ever want to open myself up to any girl. I refuse to be put in a vulnerable position like this again. I don't know how to trust again. This relationship has almost killed me. So maybe I dodged a bullet. But right now, I'd be happy if that bullet hit me, because at least I'd have known it was me she wanted.